สวัสดีครับเพื่อนๆขอต้อนรับเข้าสู่รายการพิเศษนะครับวันนี้เป็นรายการที่เป็นส่วนหนึ่งของวิชา TU 106นะฮะหรือวิชา Creativity and Communication ของผมเองนะฮะวันนี้เปิดโอกาสให้นักศึกษาเข้ามาพูดคุยแล้วก็ร่วมเล่าเรื่องราวต่างๆนะฮะที่เป็นประโยชน์กับสังคมให้ทุกคนได้ฟังนะวันนี้ก็เป็นอีก EP หนึ่งนะฮะเป็นนักศึกษาใหม่นะฮะแล้วก็นี่เป็น EP แรกของพวกเขานะฮะมีนักศึกษาต่างชาติ1ท่านแล้วก็มีนักศึกษาไทย1ท่านวันนี้จะคอนดักเป็นภาษาอังกฤษนะฮะไงเพื่อนๆฝากให้กำลังใจกันด้วยเพราะผมอยู่ที่สนามบินนะแล้วก็ต้องรีบทานข้าวนะก็แต่ก็เข้ามา facilitate เด็กๆนะเข้ามาแบบรวดเร็วแล้วเดี๋ยวยังไงก็ให้เด็กๆรันตัวรายการไปก่อนแล้วกันนะฮะยังไงเดี๋ยวขอพบกับ2ท่านเลยครับโอเค Hello okay can you
Okay.
introduce yourself a little bit
Okay. Good evening, Professor and audiences. So I am Leah. I'm from Cambodia. Currently, I'm from BBA Thammasat. I am a sophomore, majoring in finance and minoring in marketing. And here is my friend today.
So good evening everyone. My name is ประพังกร ศรีจัญญาหรือเรียกสั้นๆว่าบาเล่ก็ได้ครับ and
Alright.
I am also studying at Thammasat and in the same faculty majoring in marketing. Yes.
Alright. So what are you guys today going to talk about?
So this project basically our main theme is like life in Thailand from two perspectives from me like as an international student and from Bali as like a Thai himself and our topic today is like first impressions of Thailand. That's what we're gonna do for our first episode.
Okay, here we go. Just throw the stage to you. Okay, I'm not going to disturb you. Let you continue.
Alright, T.
Okay.
Enjoy.
There's some comments. สวัสดีค่ะเก่งมากค่ะขอบคุณมาก
You can read Thai.
Yeah, I can a little bit.
Okay. So yeah, we can start off first. Like, so how long have you been in Thailand for? Like,
So like I've been in Thailand for a little bit over a year. Yeah, I've come here to like for higher education.
and are there anything? Is there anything that you find like immediately striking or something that Thai people do that you find odd? Like you can ask me.
You mean when I first came here?
Yeah, like some things that are kind of surprising.
I see. So like actually when I first came here, all I was feeling was like excitement and there's kind of like butterflies and stuff because like it's my first time leaving my home country to like come study abroad by myself. So mostly it's like very exciting and stuff like that. Yeah, that's for me when I first come here.
Yeah, and if you could have chosen like anywhere else, like would you have done so? Like why did you decide to come here?
I think the reason that I chose to come here, so actually initially I never actually intended to come study abroad. In my mind I was like, because like the high school back in my home country, Cambodia, it's like very strict. The national exam, it's like the most important exam in high school. Like we're supposed to study really hard, take a lot of extra class in that. So in my mind I was like, okay, I will study hard for my high school, but after that I'm gonna go to the university, to the local one, and just take like very easy major, and I will have the free time to like work, get some experience, earn some like side income. But then like there is one day when my professor recommended me to like study abroad. Like maybe you could see like the different perspective of life, how people in abroad like how do they live, like the cultural differences. So that's when I start to get interested in coming abroad to study. And the reason that I chose Thailand is because one thing is because it's the most that I can afford. And the second thing is that it's already next to my home country and I feel like I'm gonna get homesick a lot. So that's why I chose to come here. So that's the reason why.
And like going back to what you said, like is it common for people to think to come abroad as well, or do they like have similar thinking to you, like just work and also
Actually,
finish education, get something that is not too stressful, and then start working.
I think it depends on person, but I think maybe I was the only person who think that way, because a lot of the people, they would wanna pursue higher education, like work hard, study hard. But for me, I just think that studying is, I am not that interested in it. Like after finishing high school, that's why I thought that way. So it depends, like differ from person to person.
So maybe we can start off like with maybe social life. Like, do you have a hard time talking to anyone when you first came here?
Interesting question. So if I were to be honest, I think let's say my first year, it was the most tough time for me, especially like, like we just got into university life. So it's very new for me, like new country, university life. I have no friends. We don't speak the same language. And so I had a really hard time making friends. I could say that I was super stressed in the first year because it's very difficult to make new friends. And so and like I noticed that in Thailand, like people do value communication a lot. Like they have a lot of friends. Like it kind of shocked me a little bit because like I have so like I right now I already made my Thai friends. So from what I know from them, like some of them, like each person has like 20 or like 30 friends. So I was shocked. Like back at home, I only have like 5 close friends, and I already consider that's a lot. So like when I first come here, when you go to the uni without friends group and stuff like that, it can feel very like challenging sometimes. Although you like, let's say that I'm very fine alone by myself, but because of in the environment that I'm in, people are talking to each other, there's like friend group and stuff, and you're the only one by yourself, so it's kind of makes you feel like stress and stuff like that, because like like people are talking, like the noise and stuff like that, the stress from the professor and stuff, it kind of makes me feel very like mentally suffocating. But as time go by, I would say right now I'm in a so much better condition right now because I got out of my comfort zone, and I had my friend groups and stuff like that, and they do help me a lot,
See.
which I'm really grateful for.
But going back to what you said, like Thai people are very sociable, right?
I wouldn't say,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say like they are very sociable, but I would just say
Because
that
I was gonna say, like, from my perspective, Thai people are very like they keep to their own like
like
business a lot. Like they don't really mess with other people. Like for me, even I find it difficult to like get to know a random person to be able to like be friends with them.
Yeah, that's why it was difficult for me to like make friends when I first came here, because they are also like kind of shy and I'm kind of shy. I don't want to get out of my comfort zone. They also don't want to get out of their comfort zone. But the reason that I made friends was because I got out of my comfort zone. I was like, okay, since I came abroad to study, maybe I should do something new. I should get out of my comfort zone sometime, because that's the only way that you grow. To grow is to get out of your comfort zone. But I understand what you mean. I wouldn't say that I wasn't implying that Thai people are sociable. I'm just saying that they value communication a lot. Like they would have a lot of friends and stuff like that.
Yeah,
That's- But maybe it also differ from people to people. It's just that from what I've seen, yeah.
like we text a lot, like usually through Instagram. Like we use Instagram a lot. Do you guys use like Instagram over there?
The things, it's also kind of a, I'm not sure if I can call it like a culture shock to me, because like for us Cambodian, we would use like Facebook more, and Instagram is like for those who are like private people. For example, I have my Instagram account is for like posting pictures or video or like add stories sometime, but it's like very private. Let's say in my account, I only have like 40 followers and stuff like that. It's for like our close friends, for our family, the one that we're close with. And but for Thai people, Instagram is like very normal for them. It's like they can post random stuff
we
and
send
stuff
it to
like that.
everyone.
And when I first come here, I got shocked because like even during the orientation or like anywhere I go in the university, most of the time when we meet, right, they would ask, "Oh, can I have your Instagram? Can I
Yeah.
have this? Can I have that?" So when the first few times I was like, okay, fine, maybe they are trying to be friendly because we all just got into the university, right? But after a while, I feel like no, it's not that they are trying to be friendly, but it's like a norm that people would ask for each other Instagram.
Yeah.
So it's like it's very similar to like in my home country where we ask each other for Facebook when we want like contact.
Yeah.
And like like after a year coming here, tell you what, when I first came here, I had like 40 followers, and after a year, it's now 300 followers. So like um maybe like at one point I feel like, oh my god, so now it's no longer private.
You get into a problem where like the people you follow or are following you, like you don't even check, like you meet them once, but you have their IG
Yeah,
and like
yeah.
you don't check at all.
Because like normally I can tell that I am a very private person, so most of the time, like when I was back at my home country, right, I don't usually like add people on Instagram. Like even the friends that we've known for a while or for a long time, some friends I don't even have their Instagram contact. It's because of that. But here it's like very normal. It's like how you make friends here.
Yeah.
And the other, like maybe like a little bit surprising to me, they would have like, so like my Thai friends, maybe it's more like Gen Z's thing. They would have like their public account where they kind of follow everyone, follow like people that they just know, and they would have another private account. And that private account, they would also have close friend list on that account. So it was like, what?
And there's layers to this. So
Because
like
to me, normally I wouldn't like post a story on Instagram, but they would like post story on their public account, on their private account, on close friend list. So it's like layers on layer, which is like
Yeah.
very interesting to me.
I know some people who has like 4 private accounts. Like that can happen too.
Okay, let's see.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, Bali, you're from like Khao Yai, right?
Yeah, I don't originally live here. Yes.
So like, can you tell me what's the difference between like living in Bangkok and like Khao Yai? Like, is there any difference?
So like if you're talking about like another province, right? Like Khao Yai is not that far from Bangkok, so I'm not like rural, but yeah, there's a lot less cars. There's a lot less like a problem I find about living in ต่างจังหวัด is like there's no public transport or like not as much. Like you don't see BTS, MRT anywhere else.
I see. I
And
see.
usually you would need to know how to drive.
Yeah. Do you know how to drive?
I don't know how to drive. I don't have a license yet.
Do you want to?
I would like to drive.
Nice, interesting. So, can I ask if you were to choose between living in Bangkok or like outside of Bangkok, which one would you choose?
I think I'm enjoying my time in Bangkok because like
I see.
it's still like, even though I've been here for like 2-3 years, it's still kind of new to me. There's still stuff to explore, and there's a lot of stuff to do. Like you go to like Pak Chong or Khao Yai, there's little to do. I mean, there's a lot of cafes. There's a lot of like sightseeing spots for like tourists, right? But like I can't go there myself even if I wanted to without driving or using taxi.
Understandable.
And do you like you said that you have been here for like a year and a half? Do you miss home?
I would be lying if I say I didn't miss home. Like actually, I just like I went home last month I mean, like, yeah, in December, and I just got back earlier this month. Just got back for 2 days, and I already got homesick. Like, like I went home a lot just last year alone. I think I've been home like 6 months. Oh no, not 6 months. I'm sorry. 6 times in
6
the
times.
whole year. So it's like if we were to put on average, it's like once every 2 months, and I would say that's a lot because initially I told myself that I'm only gonna go home twice a year, but twice turned into like six, so it's like 4 times more, which is a lot. Because like I feel like I get homesick a lot and stuff like that. So and my parents also like would want to see me sometimes, so I would fly back very often to home. Yeah.
And like, do you go anywhere like in Bangkok? As in like you came to live here already, right? Like, do you go anywhere, or you
Interesting
just come to
question.
study?
No.
Oh, okay.
So like especially when I first came here, like do you know like the excitement, the spark for the first time? Oh, I'm happy to see foreigner enjoying life in Thailand. Thank you, I am. So like let's continue our question. So like when I first came here, like when you've been to like a new country to start like a new life, it's like very exciting, very fresh, especially the first 6 months that I came here. It's like a lot of sparks, a lot of excitements, because like I do love traveling a lot. So when I first came here, I would say I would go to other places to explore a lot. I would say mainly in Bangkok. So like every weekend, like literally every weekend, I remember going to like different places. For example, this week I would go to like Chinatown to like eat, explore and stuff like that. And then I would go to Chatuchak weekend market, and maybe like after a while I knew the existence of like Bantatong Road, because I would say that initially it's not that known to tourists. It's more like local
Really?
people. I mean, like at first, but right now it's like a super tourist attraction. I love it a lot. Like I think I've been there a few times, and I really like like I love walking. So like there's so many food stores and stuff like that where you can walk along like at night and during the like so when during like special occasion like Christmas or like Halloween, there would be like decorations and stuff like that. I remember going there like during Halloween. I really like the decoration, and there's a lot of like foods and stuff like that. I just love the like crowded place, the light, the night
You
light.
like crowded places?
I love both crowded and like quiet place. Like I'm very flexible, so I do enjoy it a lot
For
coming here.
me, personally, like I tend to avoid crowds. Like
Mm.
if I want to go walk, like street food and stuff like that, like I think Yawalat has too much people.
I love it a lot.
Uh,
Like what? And most of the time I would go by myself because I'm very like independent on my own. But I also enjoy going with my friends. But I would say recently we also like went to the Lumpini Park together to like go run and stuff like that. It's just very like fun, and it's like it helped me relieve my stress from the academic like or assignments and stuff like that.
yeah.
So it does help a lot.
I've also thought about like going to run like at a park, like you said, like listen to music or something, but I've never done that.
I think it's because it's not what you often do, right? Because from what you told me earlier, so that's why it's a little bit hard to get out of our comfort zone. For example, it's just like this live stream, right? It's our first time doing this, so it might be a little bit awkward, but I'm sure as weeks get by, we will get better. So
Hopefully.
I hope that you will start getting out of your comfort zone soon. Yeah, I'm sure you will be able to.
Yeah, but yeah, that's like, do you think that's like the reason why people have a hard time getting into like something new?
Yeah, it's because we prefer to like we feel safer doing the things that we've always done. For example, let's say our daily life, we would wake up go to school, come back home. Like some people would go out or like play game or like just stay in at home. So if they were to like do something else other than what they usually do, it just like it's like kind of a foreign feeling to them. So it's very difficult for them to like try something new. And yeah, I think that's the reason why people don't really do new things. Even if they do, it usually takes them a very long time to start doing it.
Then how do you start to do something new? Like for you, what do you do? Or you just decide one day that okay, I will do it.
I think it's very maybe it's to me, I think it's a little bit like different from other people. Like let's say I know that it's really good for me, like doing that new things. Just for example, just like you running, right? Let's say that I know running is very good for me because it can help me like like be more healthy, be in better shapes and stuff like that. But if it's not something that I usually do, I must feel like afraid and scared to do it. So usually, just like you mentioned, like there will be a day where I got a wake up call and just doing it like immediately on that day. For example, like a few years back, I used to drink a lot of energy drinks like Red Bull and stuff like that. And it's very sweet, like in one day, I think I drank like 3 cans and stuff like that for every single day.
That's a lot.
And I didn't like know the effects that I'm gonna get. So, but there this one day, all of a sudden, I got a wake up call like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna get diabetes and got my limbs cut off. So I started to like look
I think
into
like
like
having 3 cans every day, I think you're gonna get a heart attack more than diabetes.
so I was so scared. That's the reason why I started like exercising, eating healthier, or even eat vegetable because I didn't eat vegetable, but because of that, that's when I started getting out of my comfort zone to
And
like eat vegetable, to exercise.
so, is this something you're like passionate about? Like, do you know a lot about dietary stuff?
Actually, yes, but it's because the reason that I know about like the food, the health and stuff like that, sports, anything related to health was because I was so scared to die. I don't want to die.
Mhm.
That's why I started doing that.
And that's a good reason to start, so
Yeah.
you don't die. Yeah, and so like going back to like
Our topic.
our topic, um, like, do you should I ask?
Mhm.
I mean, do you have anything that you would like to know about like Thailand, like from my side as well? Because surely there are some things that you're like, curious about.
So like the things that I want to know is that um because from what I know, right, like personally I am a very like straightforward and like honest. So like maybe I keep things to myself, but if my friends or other people ask me, I would just be straightforward and tell them like the truth and stuff like that because I don't really like telling lies. But I feel like a lot of my Thai friends or like some Thai people that I know, right? They are very shy. They would keep things to themselves. Like even sometimes when I ask, they wouldn't wanna answer. Like, is it? I'm not really sure if it's like cultural difference or
Or maybe they're not confident in their English.
not really sure.
Mm.
But I just wanna know, is it like a normal thing? Maybe we doesn't have to get to like speaking English even in Thai. So I just wanna know like, is it like depends on person to person, or is it like Thai culture that people that they don't really like tell it, like usually when I so like because I'm very straightforward, right? So when my friends ask me something, my answer sometimes like shock them because like actually they know that I don't mean to like offend them or like make them mad, but they would tell me that okay, I know that you don't mean it, but if you talk to other people, they might get offended, stuff like that. But because they know me, they know that I'm that kind of person.
I mean, do you have an example or like, cause
Example.
like, what is it like?
Actually, it's very normal things and stuff like that. I am not sure if I can recall, but it just there's so many times that even like normal things and stuff like that, like people, my friends would be like, oh, I wouldn't like. It's a little bit surprise to me because like normally Thai people
Yeah,
are not
maybe like,
straightforward. I know like the confrontation, like sometimes they rather like avoid the avoid telling the truth or something like that so that they don't have to confront like one another because maybe they feel like the word that word in Thai like maybe like เกรงใจ something like that. So
yeah,
is it like that?
I mean, that concept is very big in Thai, right? Like when you เกรงใจ is to like get out of your way to be more,
So that other person can feel comfortable.
yeah. So yeah, I think it's part of the culture, but it also widely depends on the person as well. Cause I know, I mean, I don't know, but I've seen people who are like very talkative, very loud, around where I live, right? Or I know like my friends, they're not like very outward towards strangers as well. So like from my own experience, right? Like um it's been ingrained in me like by my parents or like my grandparents are like if it's none of your business, you should not intervene. Like so you don't get into unnecessary trouble, stuff like that. But yeah, it widely depends on the background of the person too. But I'm sure like the culture also plays a part because it's something that like most Thai people know about it.
Interesting.
Like,
Actually,
do you have anything similar to that?
yes, actually.
You do?
We do, but maybe it's not as big. I assume. I'm not really sure because yeah. I also kind of think that it varies from person to person. And another thing that I noticed is that like back in Cambodia during class and stuff like that, when we take the exam, um like when we take the exam, we would like tell each other our score, like it's not a secret, like we're very open about that. We usually don't really care that much if other people know our score, but when I come here I noticed that like my friends, even my close friend, like sometimes they don't even want like our friends to know like their score.
Is it a bad score?
It doesn't matter good or bad, and they sometimes they got really good grades.
And they don't tell?
Yeah, they usually like no, like we don't ask, but normally back in my home country we would tell each other like, oh, let's say after the result is out, I was like, oh, I got this much, what about you, how many did you get? We would usually like, it's very normal for us to do that, but here
Like
like
what kind of reaction do you get when you ask a Thai person? I mean like your Thai friends.
I mean, if they got a bad one, they would give the sad face. Like, actually, it's not that they would like to keep it as a secret. It's just that it's not a norm thing that they would tell your score because, like, when I first came here, I was like, oh, I got this much. Oh, I failed this subjects and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
at first, I didn't notice. But as time gets by, I was like, oh, my friend never tell me like their scores and stuff like that. So maybe that's a part of their culture.
I don't think it is like to do with the culture. I mean, like because for me, right, I don't see a problem in that as well. Like if I ask my friends what do you get, like if they don't say their score, they'll say like, oh, good or bad. They're not gonna like why are you asking me? They're not gonna like block me out, you know. So it's probably less to do with the culture and more about like who you're asking. Because I know some Thai people who will like my Thai friends who are like even though they got really high, they still don't like being
Maybe they
asked.
just like to keep it as a private thing.
Yeah, I mean,
I
but
see.
I'm not sure why. If you're asking about why, I'm not sure.
I see.
Yeah. So did you have difficulty communicating with like Thai people at first, or did you already know some English or some Thai? Or
So like before coming here, right,
Yeah.
I took a short Thai course, but I wasn't able to speak much, like not very little. And also coming here, it was a requirement for me to take Thai course for 1 semester in our school. So I took that class also. But the reason, actually, I can speak a little bit of Thai, but the reason that I can speak was because I have like Thai friends. They are the one who like taught me. Actually, like when we speak to each other, we would communicate in both English and Thai. And so like because all my friends are Thai, right?
Yeah.
So they would use Thai around me a lot. So when I hear it, I kind of get familiar with it. So
I think that's a better way to learn.
yeah, that's I feel like that's the reason why I can speak like better Thai compared to like when I first came here, because I would say I can understand more compared to like last year.
Like in a classroom setting, maybe like it's more difficult to put it into like picture and like to see the actual application or something. That's why like for me, I think it's better if you like when you learn something you can go
Yeah.
to the source, so
I
like
feel like
how you learn Thai from your Thai friends.
I feel like not just Thai language, like any other language, whether it's like
Oh, yeah.
English or like French or like Chinese, like when you actually got to talk to the people in that language, especially like if it's their mother tongue, it would help us a lot to learn that language faster than what we learn in school.
So do you think it's like a requirement to know English before coming to Thailand? Like if you didn't know English, would it be very difficult?
I mean, like for our course, of course, because it's like an international program, so it's like a requirement.
Yeah.
It's like a common sense, like that we should be able to like speak some English.
And for I'm talking about like if like in general.
In general, I would say it wouldn't be a big problem because here, like people use like Thai language a lot, right? Like the main language. So like maybe even if I cannot speak English, or even though I cannot speak Thai, I can do the body language, sign language with them.
That's the best language.
Yes. I don't think it's a problem.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and and okay, let me get in this time. All right, so I try to not stopping you guys, let you keep talking, okay? And I'm glad that you come up with this kind of topics, which I really enjoy. Actually, there's many good points along the way when you talk. The only thing that I would like you to improve is the rhythm of the talk. It's like this. Can you
It's
feel that?
that tone.
Do
It's
you
like
mean
this.
our cadences?
No, it's
or
not
do you
about the
mean-
tone. It's about the contents. You keep
Ah.
moving. Start one topic, and next topic, and next topic, and next topic, and you don't even know how are you going to end, like this time, and then that's why I asked you. And then when you're doing the live streams, right? You come up here first. The topic is important, and your topic is not really catchy. Okay, really catch up. Okay, the attentions. This is one thing that you need to learn. Maybe next week you try again one more time. Okay, it should be something like culture shock or something like I find some good point in your conversations where like how the people live, how the people understand life in Cambodia, in Thailand. People don't tell the score, or people tell the score. People don't say expose much, but here kind of keep the secret, or whatever you come up with. um, and then you just talk and then you just move on. Okay, why don't you just dig down into it? Anything benefit the audience. This is the most important thing. Don't forget that the audience listen to you. If you guys keep talking like normal conversation, that is not the live stream. The live stream, when you keep talking, whatever you talk has to benefit the audience. Okay, first the topics need to be clear. Then the first part of the live stream, you should introduce your, I don't know, just come up with some short 3 or 4 sentence to say that what is this live stream is all about. Okay, so that I know. For example, 3 things that we found that Thai and Cambodia are not the same. Look nice, right? Right? Oh, 3 things. What's that? They just number 1, then you just go through that. Number 2, number 3. And then after you finish, don't try to go around. Conclude one more time. At the end of the of I don't know of the live stream, you need to conclude one more time. Let's say, okay, what is the message today that the audience would like to know? That's all. That's pretty easy, and you can use your tone to left and talk. Talk is fine. Okay, the tone that you talk is fine. It's quite comfortable. But the topic you talk is pretty monotone. You don't have it. You watch the movie. They should have a climax
some
scenes.
like reaction, some
No, not about
up
that. It's
and
about
down.
climax scenes. Okay, you don't have it. I'm keep listening to you, but I don't know what am I waiting for. But if you say 3 things that I would like to point out, that I'm waiting for that 3 things. Do you understand?
Okay.
Then there's no reason I'm keep listening to you guys. See it? Then at the beginning, you should say something that people want to sit here and don't turn off. Keep listening to you until the end. And then at last moment, you conclude again one more time. What you guys learned? What am I going to tell you? Like that. No, you get my points, right? Then let's get back and think about the whole series. This is EP1. What about next EP? It should be related. For example, if you wanna compare between Thai and Cambodia in many ways, then next week you come with the food. The week after that you come up with something else, because people here would like to know. I also don't know too. You understand my point? If you want to keep this theme, then you just keep this theme. It's not that difficult because nowadays we have AI, right? We can prepare the content easily. Something, out of your comfort zone, use AI. It's fine. Include that, and then come here and tell us what you found. Okay? Clear? ขอบคุณคุณฮักเวลและขอบคุณคุณรัชชาด้วยนะครับ Thank you so much. Okay, thanks so much. And then last moment you promote your programs a little bit, your live stream.
Okay.
What time, when are you going to come?
So we are familiar and foreign, so you can find us anytime. You can not anytime. You can find us like every week on Wednesday,
6:30 p.m.
6:30 p.m.
to maybe p.m.
And we will keep the theme. We will talk about like the differences in culture between like Cambodia and Thailand and other things that may relate.
Can I add a bit? Actually, it's like I already mentioned our main theme is like life in Thailand is like how I, as an international student, like use my life here, like how has it been for me and stuff like that. Life experience, personal experience, university experience and stuff like that. The challenging like yeah the journey, basically the journey here. So like it would be mainly that theme. And we would like to say thank you everyone for joining our live stream. If there's any mistake, we apologize for that. And this is solely based on our opinions. So I hope you guys enjoy it and hope to see you guys next week. Thank you so much.
Thank you. See you again next week.
Thank you. Bye bye. Thank
Bye
you.
bye.
So like, are we supposed to end it?
Wait a
Maybe
bit.
he will end it.
I'm not ending yet. After the song.